Paris Saint-Germain starting then their new European campaign here this evening. It seems such a short time ago that we were celebrating the end of the previous competition, but that is life at the top end of European football, and indeed the mood here is one of great anticipation and excitement. We are ready to go again. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Well, last year certainly had its fair share of memorable moments. Let us hope for the same, perhaps better, this time round.
Well, what are we waiting for, Peter? Let's get the show on the road. This competition brings a special sense of occasion because of its history and tradition, and I guess we feel privileged to have worked on it over the years and remembering some of the...
Has a hit! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Neymar! Oh, the ball's come loose. Now can he finish? Turns and goes back. And it's Di Maria. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Shot at goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Harmlessly behind. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
He's gone for it! That's a half-decent try.
Neymar certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Marco Verratti. And it's been taken straight back. Messi. Marco Verratti. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chance to break. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hoists it forward. Crunching tackle. Brings it forward. Marco Verratti. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
Now the counter. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Bernat. And he just whacks it away. He's there to receive it. Oh, real danger here. He can get that clear. Now a chance to break. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Bernat. Bernat drives it forward.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Done very well to intervene. Di Maria. Shooting chance! That's gone a long way up and away. This has gone, that's foul. Gets it upfield. Neymar. Keira. It's a promising ball. And it's Neymar. And Messi!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Goes direct to the front line. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Bernat. Neymar. Good ball, it's found its target. Chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic. What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, when you look at the gulf in quality, the gap should be greater, but there are higher gears to be found, so maybe we'll see that reflected.
Paris Saint-Germain leading 1-0 at the break. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Gets it back. Tries to stroke it through. And once more they can't get through. Di Maria. It's broken loose. Cleared without complication. And it's played forward. Played in with accuracy. Keira does well there, alert. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Neymar. Well, that's where he wants it. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. How about a shot? Has a goal! In it goes! two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That was a given. It always was.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Paris Saint-Germain have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's had a goal! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
And he's there to cut it out.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. That has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And Sergio Rico pulls off a sensational save. He came in hard, very hard. And the Herrera. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Here it is now, surely! Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Big chance! Forward it goes. Paredes gets into the right position to intercept. Now it's Herrera.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Florenzi. Messi. Cross deflected behind for a corner. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
That's good defending, very good defending.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's had a look, shoots! Oh, another chance! They've done it! Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Gets into a dangerous position. Verratti plays it forward. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Bernat. Di Maria. Corner. Oh, smart save. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well positioned to make that interception. Paredes. And to Herrera. Now it's Herrera. An uncompromising challenge. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Loose. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Sunbarisk could have here their final chance. And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain start as they wanted to start. All 3 points, the first 3 points, crucially. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, hello to everyone and welcome as you join us for the second of these group stage games. Competition only a couple of match days old, but there have been already plenty of talking points, much for us to scrutinise over the course of a fortnight or so. Winners on day one, no doubt now looking to cement their place in the latter stages as quickly as possible. We have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Paris Saint-Germain had the perfect opening day, now they look to press on.
Well, Peter, I think they have every reason to go after another 3 points here. They pretty much set their stall out in the first match, so why back off now? It's not the time to compromise. They have the belief, and they must stick to what they're good at, I feel. Last time around we were saying, start as you mean to go on, so no deserting instincts, thanks.
But already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I would say the very exciting Ross Barkley. He seems to be able to hit a turbocharged button and release a power that enables him to drive past defenders. And a sight I wouldn't mind witnessing again.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And the Herrera. Florenzi. Taylor. Hoists it forward. Ball's gone out of play. Taylor receives it in a wide position. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Di Maria. Barkley. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Looking to hit the front line. Di Maria. Grealish. And it's played forward. Gets wrestled off the ball. And it's Pablo Sarabia.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Mbappe. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. El Mohammadi. Played in with accuracy. Well played, he saw that coming. Longley. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Taylor. Has he found his man? Mbappe. And it's Pablo Sarabia. He's shot a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Paris Saint-Germain themselves into the lead.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Longley. Mbappe. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. Could move up a gear here. Florenzi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's got through. Pablo Sarabia. Florenzi. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Marco Verratti. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Herrera. Away from immediate danger. And that's been levered clear. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Paris Saint-Germain seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Taylor. Well, that's where he wants it. He's gone for a throw-in. It away. Mbappe. Bernat. We hit half-time. So there you have it. A close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than a decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Paris Saint-Germain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Florenzi with the cross. That intervention was very necessary.
Paris Saint-Germain making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Pablo Sarabia! He's got away with one there. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball is over the line. And it's Herrera. Looking... Mbappe! Grealish. Paris Saint-Germain are still that goal to the good. Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bernat. Mbappe. Herrera. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Traore. Tries to locate someone up front. Di Maria. Played back in, and it's Pablo Sarabia. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. It's a clearance, but not much of one. That'll be a throw. Messi. Timely intervention. And it's a corner. Messi to take it as usual. And it's hoisted clear. Plays it out to the wing. Herrera battles to win it back. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Traore. Looks to bypass the midfield. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets it back. Marco Verratti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Now the counter. El Mohammadi goes direct to the front line.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And the through ball is intercepted. Barkley. Keira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Good effort first time.
Traore cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Can he get the shot away?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pablo Sarabia! Pablo Sarabia! And that has been cleared. And it's Verratti.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Taylor. That's been drilled forward. Goes for goal! And the follow-up! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Barkley did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
All square again into the dying minutes. Good idea, just poorly executed. Marco Verratti. Pablo Sarabia. Gets good distance on it. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position. They had it where they wanted, yet somehow it's worth the scoring position when it didn't seem on. It's really crafty business, that.
Paris Saint-Germain, what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
It's a great ball. Grealish, Taylor's delivery. One good cross, maybe the last chance. And the volley. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Paris Saint-Germain win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it, perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Bernat. And the Herrera. Gets good distance on it. And that's a throw-in. Bernat. Marco Verratti. This could spell danger. And now they can launch a counter. Pablo Sarabia. And it's played forward. Soldado gets it out to the wing. Defender's on the back foot. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. It's a loose ball. And it's Messi. Defence can get it clear. Marco Verratti. Bernat. Loose ball, who's going to get there? And it's Soldado. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Marco Verratti. Plays it out to the wing. Neymar.
Oh, we don't even need to look at the stats, do we, Peter? 0 attempts, 0 goals, and exciting.
Messi!
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Pablo Sarabia hoists it forward, pings it out wide. It's on a plate. Messi, he's onside. Tries to get it forward quickly. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Marco Verratti. Bernat. And it's got through. And he's there to cut it out. Kennedy goes looking. Bernat is on a run down the left wing.
Paris Saint-Germain have been pretty good down that left side, you know. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
And it's been taken straight back. Forward it goes. Florenzi. And it's Neymar.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Cleared without complication. Marco Verratti. Pablo Sarabia. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. And it would take something pretty special to beat the keeper from this far out. Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Oh, that is a bit special. A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Tries to locate someone up front. Paris Saint-Germain are in control here on the brink of half-time. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Hoists it forward. Neymar. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's played forward. That's a good... Pablos! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Soldado. There's the whistle for half-time. the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Paris Saint-Germain sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So we're already into the second period. No changes at half-time that we're aware of.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And that's sprayed out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Promising cross. That intervention was very necessary.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Gone along. And here's the chance to counter. There's a long ball. He's got options out wide. Time and again they are repelled. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Neymar. Now surely has a hit! Kennedy. Defence has got rid of that. Up to meet it! No, he's got that completely wrong. Breaks on here. Neymar takes a look up. And the Herrera. Marco Verratti. And it's Neymar. Pablo Sarabia. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
And remember, Peter, that first goal came from a free kick, so why not a repeat?
This certainly looks appetite. Messi! Soldado with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Messi, more than happy to take the muscular approach. Kennedy. He's left his man, and the finish! Longley. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Forward it goes. Marco Verratti and the Herrera. Di Maria plays it forward. And has put a stop to that. Oh, good interception. Neymar. And the Herrera. That's gone a long way up and away.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And the Herrera. Longley tries to get it forward quickly. Granada can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
He's had a look. Well, they can break here. Looks to clip it forward. All the way back, and they start again. Longley. Good idea, just poorly executed. That's put paid to a promising move. Longley. And it's Pablo Sarabia. Out to the left it goes. Gets wrestled off the ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Well positioned to make that interception. Pablo Sarabia. Goes for goal! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He'll fancy himself from here. Paris Saint-Germain presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. Neymar! Oh, off the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Neymar certainly did his utmost to keep that down, but he couldn't quite engineer the right control.
Back to the keeper and go again. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? And so the prevalent question on everybody's mind ahead of the game here, will they make it out of the group stage? Well, the odds are very, very good on paper. A single point is all that they need, and they need no favours from anybody else. It is in their hands. The faithful has every right to expect, to believe, a feeling very much reflected in the pre-match atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Paris Saint-Germain looking to finish the job here, and to do so with appropriate style, Jim.
Well, Peter, this is nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Witsel is an interesting character. He won't back down from a challenge thanks to his combative nature. and he's happy to give it to the more capable attacking talent. He'll be looking to assert a physical authority on this game, so yeah, he can be a real force.
Okay, interesting. And here's the chance to counter. Gonolo. Neymar. Great challenge, time to perfection. Perez looks to bypass the midfield. Well positioned to make that interception. Florenzi. Paredes. Neymar. Back into the middle. Played back in.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Well, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And it's Neymar. Florenzi has come steaming up from the back for this. Away from immediate danger. Hoists it forward. Florenzi. Kennedy drives it forward. Neymar. Neymar. It's Neymar! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Forward it goes. Back to the keeper. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Neymar. Paredes. Paris Saint-Germain only needing a draw to go through as things stand. Paris Saint-Germain win it back again. Witsel. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Witsel. He's made sure that that won't get through. Kennedy. That's been drilled forward. Well played, he saw that coming. And back to base. Witsel. Florenzi. Paredes. Good idea, just poorly executed. Plays it out to the flank. Ball through needs to be good here. He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
That's been won straight back. Paredes. Gonalo. Neymar gets his foot in there. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's played forward. Tries lifting it over. Paredes. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Out to the right. And now the breakaway. And they've been has a pop! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's hoisted clear. Has gone out. defence can get it clear. And the first half is done, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. And we are up to the break.
Paris Saint-Germain ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in this second half.
Paris Saint-Germain head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're already into the second period.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Perez goes looking. Kennedy plays it forward. Paredes. Neymar. Breaks on here. Paredes. Danger averted for now. Idrissa Gueye. Neymar. Just brushed off the ball there. Hit long and direct. Goes for it! So here comes a substitution. And it's Messi. Messi! It's being played forward, and the counter is on. A couple of changes then in quick succession. Mbappe! Oh, that's a fine challenge. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Goes for goal! Managed to get it away. Messi, he's gone for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Kennedy. Perez. Gonalons tries to get it forward quickly.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's De Bruyne. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gets the better of his man. Neymar positions himself well and cuts it out. Idrissa Gueye. Well, it's probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Plays it through. He gets past his man. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Idrissa Gueye. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Driving on, he could shoot here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Paris Saint-Germain have it back and they can go again.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now. They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Gonalons. Gonalons plays it forward. De Bruyne. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. De Bruyne. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And this is the big chance.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Paredes. Witsel. And it's Pablo Sarabia. Well played, he saw that coming. Witsel. Florenzi. Paredes. Well, that's where he wants it. Paredes. Mbappe. And he has been fouled there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in.
Has a hit! Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, that is off, and the shot! He's scored! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
The special feel of a potential upset, but it's a little early to get carried away just yet. And he's onside. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Paredes seems a free kick for that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going direct. And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. And he's produced a beauty. Sundarisk down by 2, and the shock is on. He's through the middle. Mbappe. What a... Has a pop! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Paredes. Paredes drives it forward. That is as far as they're going to go. Cuts it out. And it's Florenzi. Pablo Sarabia. Mbappe. He's gone for it! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Gets it back. Mbappe. He spotted the run and played him through. And the counter is on. Well positioned to make that interception. Mbappe. Tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And back to base. Witsel. Paris Saint-Germain in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And it's Pablo Sarabia. Florenzi. Cleared away. You can get that clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. It's well read. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And here's Pablo Sarabia. That looks a good ball. And he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper sends it forward. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Mbappe. That's really nice. Now, what next? And it's played forward. There's the whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And we're underway again.
Paris Saint-Germain need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And it's Gay. Away from immediate danger. De Bruyne. Idrissa Gay. Paredes. Chance to break. Looks to thread it through. Has a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Pablo Sarabia. Florenzi. He's left his man. Florenzi with the cross. Loose, who's getting there? Done very well to intervene.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And he's going long. Paredes. Almost an hour gone.
Paris Saint-Germain are definitely going about this the right way.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break. He's had a goal! It's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got it, now you don't. Brilliant.
This has become one superb game of football.
Look, get your seatbelts on because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Pablo Sarabia! Danger averted for now.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busy.
Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Mbappe put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Gets wrestled off the ball. Just brushed off the ball there. He's made sure that that won't get through. Paredes. It's De Bruyne. Back into the middle. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? And they goes for goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Paris Saint-Germain really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Battles to win it back. Paredes. Looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Kehrer. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Defence has got rid of that.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. De Bruyne. Mbappe! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
De Bruyne. Paris Saint-Germain are in search of their winner. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Goal! And right at the death, that surely must be the winner.
And it's certainly no fluke when you see a player of his calibre manufacture a goal that will surely seal the deal on this contest. Brilliant instinct and great timing by such a clever operator. Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Paris Saint-Germain complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now.
He's gone for it! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Paris Saint-Germain are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
There's some activity down on the touchline. Seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Now can he? Big chance! It's gone a long way up and away. Could move up a gear here. And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain simply...
So, whilst one of these sides has sailed through already, there is still plenty at stake for the other. The only mission left is for them to wrap up what remains of this group stage, preferably in style, and a win here against their immediate rivals would go some way towards achieving that. The difference in mood between the two camps then really could not be much more profound. On the one hand, utter comfort and confidence, even coziness. On the other hand, uncertainty and urgency are the preeminent words. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I would say the very exciting Ross Barkley. He seems to be able to hit a turbocharged button and release a power that enables him to drive past defenders, and a sight I wouldn't mind witnessing again.
OK, interesting.
seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Daniel Alves. Sanson. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Goes to finish! Yes, it's in! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Daniel Alves. Paris Saint-Germain are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, it can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
It's a loose ball. Oh, real danger here.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Mbappe. Di Maria. It's come loose. Traore. Oh, he's not going to get that. And it's Paredes. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Cleared without complication. Greenish collects the ball from behind. And they've been caught out here. Grealish. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and they can go again. Paris Saint-Germain are behind here despite their domination of possession. Sanson. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel...
He's had a shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Keeper sends it forward. Tries chance to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene. Now a chance to break. Battles to win it back. Di Maria. That's a decent ball. That's a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Di Maria. And it's played forward. Cuts it out. Di Maria. Shot at goal! They've scored! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
Pablo Sarabia. What a ball! Oh, shooting chance! Well, that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Out to the right. Traore has got himself a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Tries to get it clear, goes for goal! Marvellous goal! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Paris Saint-Germain get them. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic.
Mbappe! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
He's found his man. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. Paredes. Daniel Alves. He's had a goal! And he's there to hoof it away. Massive lead! Grealish. Target. Hoists it forward. Paredes. Good ball. Mbappe! He can pounce on that. No mistake. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and the fact that he's registered, Peter, simply encourages more attention of a closer nature.
It's Barkley! Oh, he did the hard part right, but left the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Looks to clip it forward. He's pinged one through here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ball through needs to be good here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Chance to break. And back to base. Plays it out to the wing. Now it's Barkley. Goes for goal! Yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now. Game on!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Well, that's where he wants it. And it's hoisted clear. Di Maria. That's a decent ball. It's a brilliant interception. Looks to play him in, but a minor communications breakdown. Hoists it forward. And that has been cleared. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Oh, this looks promising, got to make this count. Traore.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mings tries to locate someone up front. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Tries to get it forward quickly. Throw-in. And it's Gay. Hits one! In for the pieces! And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Get rid of that.
Will they?
He's got options out wide. He's made sure that that won't get through.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Looking to get within range. Mbappe. And the finish! It's a goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Shapes to shoot! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Paris Saint-Germain lost themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, goodness, the guilty party there. Di Maria. What an adventurous run from a defender. Chance! Sticks it away! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all right.
Paris Saint... And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain winners after an absolutely outstanding game. Fabulous drama as they dragged it back from behind, made it happen and won. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain were simply functioning free of pressure, as is their prerogative, because the hard work had all been done.
Well, hello and welcome to everybody who's tuning in from around the world. I'm sure that you can sense a very different feeling in atmosphere and ambience around the ground, certainly by comparison with what we've seen before in this year's competition. Gone now are second chances, points and tables, that sort of thing confined to the group stage. From this point on, nothing other than a win suffices. The mood here is expectant and nervous. The Emirates awash with red and white, a sea of Arsenal, just as you would anticipate. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course.
Real chance! Tierney. Gets it upfield. Neymar. Bernat. Neymar. Pablo Sarabia! Tierney plays it forward. And then he's made sure that that won't get through. That's a throw.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
And it's Pablo Sarabia. Florenzi. Ceballos. Granit Xhaka. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Pablo Sarabia. He's got away. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Ceballos. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Hector Bellerin has been caught there, it's a foul. Neymar is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Bernat going full steam ahead down the left flank. Mbappe. Bernat. Messi. Neymar. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. There could be trouble here. So now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to
Neymar! Decent hit from there. And then Tierney gets it forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Holding. Elneny. Hector Bellerin. Keira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Neymar. Messi. And it's Florenzi. Marco Verratti. Neymar. Messi. Tierney. And then he. Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin goes looking. And then he. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And here's Aubameyang, and Aubameyang! Just sails past the upright.
Aubameyang probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Neymar. No goals as yet. Messi. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Forward it goes. And it's Neymar. And here's Pablo Sarabia! Good stop. Wasn't easy.
Sarabia is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's played forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Longley is the guilty party there. Pablo Sarabia. Holding does well to read it and intercepts. Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin. And Aubameyang! Oh, great save, real class.
Aubameyang really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
The whistle goes for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Paris Saint-Germain may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Paris Saint-Germain head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And the second half gets underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone could step up and produce something a little more magical.
Neymar, he's in, short, Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Strong punch. Kehrer. Longley. Florenzi. And it's Messi. Gets wrestled off the ball. Tierney. Holding. Tries to get it forward quickly. Neymar. Ceballos battles to win it back. And here's the chance to counter. Aubameyang was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chambers. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Neymar is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, when you're dealing with someone that's hard to handle, Peter, then sometimes you just have to kind of get stuck in like that.
Longley. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Tierney. Minutes played. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Paris Saint-Germain really could have done without this. Dispatched with certainty.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
Head towards the front men. Well positioned to make that interception. Florenzi. And it's Neymar. Has a hit!
Paris Saint-Germain are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on.
Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Hector Bellerin. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Holding. Hector Bellerin hoists it forward. Marco Verratti cuts it out. Out for a throw. Longley.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Mbappe. It's got through to him. And the shot! Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Paris Saint-Germain surely know by now that they put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
It's being played forward. Forward it goes. And here's Neymar. Mbappe.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Ceballos. Played out to the right. Hector Bellerin. Has it out. Gets up to head it! Another chance! And such a real danger here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Ceballos tries to stroke it through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. It's a long ball, and it's not hit its target. Chambers. And that is that. Paris Saint-Germain away with a draw, and they were well worth it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have...
are back on home soil, having returned from their travels with what their manager described as a credible draw. Reactions were mixed amongst those who saw it. The feeling from the stands is very much that there is work still to do. Work that needs to be done, though, at least in front of this faithful band of supporters who will be vocal, who are full of belief, who are creating a fabulous atmosphere for us. The team must surely feed off that. They are raring to go. They'll be up and running very, very soon. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Ready to go again, and it is tense. They are so evenly matched, these two.
Well, you've heard me say this once or twice, Peter, but there are no easy games at this level, even in the relatively early stages. It's all...
Tries one! They sit forward. And it's played forward. And that has been clubbed away. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and they can go again. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Kehrer gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer.
Shapes to volley it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Kehrer goes direct to the front line.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. David Luiz. Back into the middle. That'll be a throw. It's a good-looking cross. Has a hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Kehrer. Forward it goes. De Bruyne. The referee's awarded a free kick. Florenzi. Paris Saint-Germain still without an attempt on target. Partey sticks in a foot to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hector Bellerin. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Partey. And here's Bellerin. He's left his man. Played into the middle.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bellerin. Hector Bellerin with a long pass. Florenzi conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Florenzi goes looking. Florenzi. Gets up to head it! Good delivery. No joy.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang gets it out to the wing. Cut out in the nick of time. De Bruyne. Pinged one through here. Now it's Messi. Chance to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It's De Bruyne. He's had a goal! That is absolutely glorious! A finish right from the top draw! The breakthrough strike!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless. focus with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. And he's surging through. Aubameyang plays it out to the flank. Paredes. Partey. He's through. Verratti plays it forward. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Lobs it in gently. Keira. Ball's out on the left now. Hits one! Oh, real danger here. First 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but it still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. It's more than a decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain leading a real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Oh, given away. Keira. Paredes. Florenzi. It's come through. Goes for goal! Granit Xhaka. Luis looks to get on the end of this. Florenzi. That's not going to make it. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was...
And Aubameyang! It's anyone's ball. Hoists it forward. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Ball's gone out of play. Marco Verratti. Forward it goes. Gets away from his opponent. He's in! Shot at goal! Back of the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hector Bellerin goes for the cross. Partey. And the through ball is intercepted. Partey. It's David Luiz. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Oh, that is a bit special. Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Kehrer drives it forward. Di Maria, big chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Verratti does well there, alert. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oh, he's broken through, and the finish! It's there! He was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-side policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up there. It was both careless and costly from their absence.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Paris Saint-Germain took a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well positioned to make that interception. He's managed to get himself offside.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can...
That's a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.